So, Iron Fist, people are very excited about this. Let me ask you first off, can you tell us about Danny? Can you tell us about Joy? And what did Danny and Joy think of each other?
Danny is very fond of Joy. They were old childhood friends when they were growing up. And I think Danny sees the joy in Joy. And even though Joy may have changed throughout the years when he's not been around and become more hardened and more corporate, I still think Danny believes that there is a real heart in Joy and a real innocence, and he's trying to bring her over to the light.
Well, I think Joy also, when she meets Danny again after 15 years, it's like this rebirth of like what she once was, and she gets to ask these questions about herself because he's posing them to her. So she absolutely loves Danny Rand, and I think the problem in the beginning is it really Danny Rand?
Yeah, can you say about Danny has been gone for a while? What is going on in his mind as he comes back? What is the attitude of this guy?
Wow, that's a good question. I mean, look, Danny Rand was subject to a horrible plane crash when he was 10 years old. He lost his parents. He was then raised in a monastery, very harsh conditions. He didn't go through normal things like a normal kid would, like go to school or have a first date or go through adolescence, And so he arrives back in New York, and he's very under-equipped to handle the Western real world. He's almost like a child in a man's body, but also has the Iron Fist as well. And he has that rage. He has that teenage rage of like an angst-ridden kid, and essentially he's suffering from PTSD, and he's trying to work his way through the world, and but the thing is, he has this optimism and this naivety, and that gets him in trouble a lot of times, because there's a lot of people willing to take advantage of Danny and use him for his power and his chi power, but also his corporate power. And Danny just has to find his way through the Western world, and he's just growing up very fast. But yeah, he's a troubled guy, but he has a really good heart and a really pure motivations. So.
Lastly, the Meachum family, you come with your family members too. Might there be some non-love for Danny amongst them? Might they be a thorn in his side?
Perhaps. Yeah, there's a little bit of like proving himself that he may or may not do that would piss off my brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some male angst. They were, Ward would have been the one who would have picked on him when he was little, So as pure and innocent and great as Iron Fist is, he comes in and he causes some problems. So
you shouldn't pick on someone who has an Iron Fist.
As we find out.
Thank you, guys. Looking forward to the show.